Hi, my name is WaLusungu. Thank you for listening to this project that I started to put together. It was inspired by me rediscovering Zambian music, the beauty in Zambian music. I'm ashamed to say for a long time I stopped listening to Zambian music, but recently I started listening to it again. I found so much amazing beauty in it, so much that just made me feel complete, so much that made me feel whole. And the more I listened, the more questions I had, wondering what inspiration these artists had, the way that they compose their music, the lyrics that they use and everything, and just putting it together the way that they do just had me asking so many questions. One song that had me asking so many questions is the song that I get to talk about in this podcast. It is It's Okay by Catalyst, a Zambian artist who is just amazing and a very good friend of mine. So I decided to pick his brain a bit, talk to him about, his lyrics, where it came from, trying to understand, where he was when he was writing the song and how it came to be. I hope you get to listen to this and enjoy it because we, Kat and I, enjoyed making it for you. It is something that we recorded a few months ago. So it does feel a bit old and my audio was not the best at the time. But I do hope that you still get to enjoy it, you still get to love it, and you get to discover a bit more about Zambian music and a Zambian artist, Catalyst. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy it.
You're listening to the music Insaka, brought to you by the Village ZM.
Hello, my name is Walu, and thank you so much for joining me on an amazing series I'm starting, and it is Z Music Scene. So this series is all about music, getting to know the players, the people in the music scene, and we want to hear everything that they have, to share about their art. So I am fortunate enough to be doing my pilot right now, and I'm doing it with a friend of mine, and his name is Chipupa Ngosa, and his stage name is Catalyst. Sorry, man, I just put your government name out there. I hope that's all good.
You put my entire government name out there. It's all good, though. It's all good. Okay. Yeah, man.
So, Catalyst has got an amazing song that he's put out. Well, he's got a bunch of songs, which unfortunately he's all holding out on us. I don't know why.
Yeah, man. No, thanks for having me. It's an honor to be on the pilot episode. Hey, man. I'll put that on my tombstone, fam. When I'm gone, put it on my tombstone, fam.
I gotta take out the glasses. Oh, God. Hey, man. I don't know what's better than that. So today, man, I'm gonna talk about one of your songs that you put out there, man. The only song of yours.
Yeah.
Well, the easiest to find song that you put out there, man.
Yeah.
And it's We Okay, man.
We okay.
Yeah.
Right.
It's an amazing production, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. What inspired it?
So, We Okay. That song was personal. You know what I mean? Like if you listen to the lyrics, it was personal, and the inspiration just came from looking at my life and realizing that I'm fine. Cause like I always put pressure on myself, and sometimes I don't see the progress that I'm making, or if I'm doing well, I don't recognize that I'm doing well because I still want to achieve more. But I had to take a moment to like, yo, bro. You're fine. You're good.
Yeah.
Just chill out. And I made it We Okay instead of I'm okay because I always think in terms of like the broader thing. So like my whole family, my friends and all of that, all of us are actually fine. Like we're actually okay.
Okay.
So that's the inspiration for that song.
All right, we okay.
We okay.
Actually, I've actually got it lined up, and I'm hoping that we can get into it. Going through it like verse by verse, bar by bar, and just get to get into like the nitty gritty and exactly like what you're going through, like in each section, exactly why you put it the way you did, the message you're trying to get across.
Yeah, sure, man. That sounds dope. Yeah, we can do that, man.
All right,
let's do it.
We okay. When I started, I was trying to find my way. Stayed focused, pushing each and every day. Blood, sweat, and tears, get it itching every way. We okay, so it's lit now. Took my work and I turned it into play now. They said I never float, they're trying to catch my wave now. Middle fingers was the only thing I gave up. I stay proud, cause we okay.
So that's it, man. That's verse 1.
That's the hook.
Oh, that's a hook. Sorry.
Yeah.
God damn it, man. God damn it. Forgive me, man. I'm not... But my music education is not as deep, man. My mistake.
No, it's all good. Some songs start with the verse. Others just start with the hook, man.
So why the hook, bro? Why start with the hook?
I feel like it sets up a song well. The audience already knows what the song is about, just with the hook. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I like it. I like how like easy, simple. Like the lyrics are. You're like, when I started, I was trying to find my way. So you're talking about like the day. You're talking about like a certain point.
When I started, I was trying to find my way. Is referring to when I first left home.
Yeah.
And I just stepped out into the world. I went to South Africa.
Yeah.
And spent some time there, then went to China, right?
Yeah.
And all this was just like trying to find where it is I could, be the best version of myself. Just like trying to find my way in the world, right? So that was sort of trying to capture that.
I see. Hence the stay pushing each and every day.
Right.
Because like you're out in the world, you gotta push, the blood, sweat, and tears. Like
you gotta go through a lot. You gotta go through a lot, and then but the thing is you have to stay consistent, right? You have to stay pushing. So that was the second line.
All right. Amen. I just love it. I love the vibe. When you wrote this, when was it? Where were you? Like how many years after you left home?
This one?
Yeah.
I wrote it when I heard this beat. So when I heard this beat, so when did this drop? 3 years ago? 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Just when I heard the beat. It was it must have been after camp. It was December.
Okay.
Yeah. So my friend Yankee, shout out to Yankee Lee. Yankee, he introduced me to this DJ Stoney. And Stoney is a dope DJ based in Australia. Shout out to DJ Stoney. And I just asked him for beats, like, yo, bro, do you have beats? And he just sent me like a ton of beats. I still have a bunch of Stoney beats that I've got tracks on, actually. And so when I heard this one, I was just like, I started vibing with it. I was like, we okay?
Yeah.
Na 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 wait.
Na na na
na na na na na na na na na na. So it took me maybe like a day or two to start putting the words together. But the moment I said we okay, I already knew what the theme was. So it took me like 2-3 days and I was done with like writing the lyrics and all of that. Yeah.
I'm trying to place it properly. I was there, wasn't I?
I think you were there.
I feel like I remember like when you went back to like we're okay.
Yeah.
No. I feel like I remember that at some point.
I'm pretty sure you were there because when I was writing, it's not like I was hiding or anything like that.
Yeah.
When I was going through my whole process, either you heard me recording the tune because I recorded it on my phone.
Yeah.
just like as a voice recording. Yeah. So there's a chance you might have heard it. Definitely, definitely.
Hey man, what's the shout out to Walu, man? Most likely I put out some criticism. You know, I helped you form it, man. I need my credit, man.
Yeah, man. So the melody came from the beat.
Yeah.
So that's more on DJ Stoney. The beat he made just carried the song. Yeah.
The last line, you're like, they said I'll never find my way. Sorry.
They said I'll never float.
Yeah.
They're trying to catch my wave now.
Yeah.
That line. Yeah. That's just to all the people that didn't believe or who didn't see the vision. You know what I mean?
Vision of Kata the artist or vision of Kata in general?
Kata the artist is Kata in general.
Okay.
There's no distinguishing. I don't go into a different place in my mind to write songs.
Yeah.
I stay in the same place as like my day-to-day life. I know there are artists who like have a separate thing. I just don't have that. So yeah, man, there's people who don't believe the vision, because my vision is more than just music. It's everything, right?
Yeah.
So I could be trying to do something that is like odd, or just someone doesn't understand it and they don't believe it, and they have good intentions and they'll be like, hey man, you shouldn't do that because it leads to this, or don't do that because it doesn't give you the potential to be, I don't know, as successful as say being a doctor. Right?
Yeah, right. I get you.
Yeah. So that was just a general example, but yeah. But then when the thing I'm doing and dedicating my time to starts being successful, I can't leave those people behind. Those are my friends, those are my family, those are my people, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, now I've got this wave. If you can, come through and ride this wave,
Let's ride it together. Let's pull everybody.
Yeah, and even the wrong kind of people will be now trying to ride your wave. They'll be like, yo, Dub, you're doing so well with your podcast. Can I come through and just... And you're like, fam, I was chasing you from the jump to come through, And then...
When it was still an idea, when it was still in its infancy, you could have been a part of that struggle.
Right.
A part of that item. And that's why middle fingers be the only thing you gave up.
Right. Right. Like... I don't, so that
I was looking for the right moment to segue into it, fam.
Yeah. No, that line means I didn't give in. Like I gave the middle finger up to any doubters. Right?
Yeah.
And that's exactly what that is. And it's also just a play on giving up. Like I never gave up.
Yeah.
The only thing that went up was the middle finger. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I like the vibe, man. I love the vibe.
Man.
Hesh, man, you be teaching us stuff all day, every day, man. What's up with you, man? Don't you? Doesn't this wisdom thing like ever take a break, bro?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what wisdom you're talking about, fam.
Man. I know there's more like in the first verse. This time I have it right. The first verse. Yeah. So let's get into it. Let's listen to it and then let's break it down.
Alright. Sure.
I stay proud, cause we okay. Got the world in my hand, got a handle on the game, and I gotta stay firm with the grip though. Straight to the summit like Revolt, youngin' had to stay hella pumped like Reebok. Steph Curry with the free throw, my soul like a high C note. Never asked for the door when it came to opportunities, all I ever needed was a window. Yeah, so I think of the hours spent sharpening my pen to the point like a needle. Looking in the mirror every time that I feel like I need to see a hero. All the days I went hungry, stay in the back of my mind, I dream like Theodore. And my attitude jet black, they pulled me back, but didn't know I was a slingshot. When they come up, or they set traps and they set backs, or they set ups for the get backs. Echoes in my mind like, black child, you're a king, it's your birthright. So think like one, feel like one, stay on your feet and move like one. In the dark times, be the sun, because you are your father's son.
Man, I don't know, man. There's just something about it, man. It's just got a vibe. It's just got a vibe. But before I get all crazy and shit and start going in way too crazy, let's start off with the first verse. Yeah, man. Got the word in my hand.
Yeah.
Got a hand on the game.
Yeah.
And I gotta stay firm with the grip though.
Yeah.
What are you saying, bro? Like,
alright, so basically I'm just saying that I I know what I'm doing and what I'm doing is working, but I can't slip up. I need to stay vigilant, right?
Yeah.
And if we go like precisely exactly what I wrote down, it's saying the world in my hand is literally, the world is spherical, right?
Yeah.
So if you imagine the world literally in someone's hand, it's like a ball.
Yeah.
Right? I've got a handle on the game. Handles on basketball. You know what I mean? You need handles to dribble and move the ball around.
Yeah.
But obviously, if you're going to play basketball and you've got a handle on the game, your grip has to be firm.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to let that ball slip. The ball slips, then you've messed up. Then it doesn't matter that the world is in your hands now because you dropped it.
The grip wasn't tight.
The grip wasn't tight. So this was just a reminder for myself to like keep your feet on the ground. You know what I mean? Even though your head's in the clouds, keep your feet on the ground. Don't slip up.
I like the way you said, even if your head's in the cloud, because like of your next line, you're like stretch the summit like revolt.
Right.
That's like where you're going with it.
Yeah. I was just trying to say like aiming high, and I just played on summit with the revolt summit because I've just been watching that a lot. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I just played with that real quick.
Your next couple lines though are a bit I don't know how to break them down properly. How would you break them down? Like, if you put them like in a section, like how would we go with Youngin had to stay hella pumped like Reebok and just break that down, or does the next verse also like the next bar follow in with it?
So the next two lines were more just me hyping myself up. Youngin had to stay hella pumped like Reebok just means I had to stay active.
Yeah.
Right. And you know about Reebok pumps, right?
Yeah.
So I was playing on that. Steph Curry with the free throw just means like I have to be accurate with what I'm doing, and all this is still a play on the basketball.
Yeah, on the very top, at the very beginning with the grip, with the water in your hand.
Yeah. So they're all connected in that sense.
Man, like I know that as a lyricist, as a songwriter. I don't know what you identify as. Lyricist, songwriter?
Yes. I don't identify, man.
Okay.
What would be the difference between a lyricist and a songwriter? I wouldn't know. I've never thought about it, to be honest.
Okay, so as one of them, or as one of anything anyway out there.
Whichever one the people say I am is fine. I don't mind.
How long does this take? Because like you started off like from the very beginning and you're like carrying on a message. Yeah. And we're not even like, halfway through it. And I'm guessing there's still more that still connects. There's the way that it still flows together. There's where it still bridges. Right. What was your main idea, or what were you trying to focus on with this verse?
So here's the thing. I've reached this point where I've been writing for so long. It's just become second nature. Yeah. Right? So, there's certain stuff that is like outside of my awareness. It's sort of, here's the best way I can explain it. When you're driving a car and you know how to drive, you don't think check side mirror, move left foot, move right hand to steer, check other side mirror, check rear mirror. You can, when you know how to drive a car, you don't even think. Yeah. Like some people actually drive a car, go somewhere, and then they don't even remember how they got there. Like they just remember the road, but they don't remember how their body was doing that stuff. Yeah. So I think especially with this particular song, the beat was inspiring me. So I was just going with it. But I just made sure like the emotion that I was feeling was staying consistent. Yeah. So like I didn't shift my balance. My emotional balance in this song is maintained throughout. Yeah. So the stuff you're seeing, which is like, okay, the references to basketball and then it's layering on top of each other, that just happens with practice hours, man.
Yeah, man.
That's all that is.
Keeping your soul on high like a C note.
Oh, yeah, man. That one, that line, my soul is like a high C note. The high C is the highest note you can play, right? Yeah. And I was just trying to say like, I just had to keep my vibrations high, man. Keep my higher vibrations, man. You already know.
I like that, man. I like that. And I even like how you transition, you know, because you go like never ask for the door when it comes to an opportunity. All you wanted was the window, like.
Yeah.
I think of the hours spent sharpening my pen to a point like a needle.
Yeah.
Like, man, I know it's like obvious, it's on point. But,
no pun intended.
no pun.
Definitely no point.
Definitely on point.
Like the sharp pen. That's
I like it. I like it. Was there like anything that inspired that part? You know, like never asking for a door. You know, was it one of those? Is that one that comes out of the biblical reference where people say when God closes the door? Is it when man closes the door, God opens the window? Like,
no, man. Actually, maybe.
Yeah.
But then at the time when I wrote that, I didn't think of it. But then I did grow up in a Christian home, so there's a chance I heard that saying a lot when I was young, or heard it at least once. But this was just me playing with window of opportunity, that phrase. Yeah, I was like, everyone is always asking for a window of opportunity, right? And that's what I also need, right? But there are other people who are super entitled, who ask for more than just a window. If you give them a window, they don't take it. They're like, bro, I don't climb fences, fam. I don't climb walls, scale walls just to get in your crib.
Yeah.
You know, they'll be like, yeah, open the door, fam. And I'll be like, but bro, the window is open. Yeah, so like for me, it was just a thing of like being humble in the face of like the opportunity that you're given. Even if it's a small opportunity and it's a difficult challenge, that's fine by me. If it gets me closer to my goal, I'm going for it.
Get it?
That's all I need. Like I just need, I just need a crack. Just a crack in the wall. and eventually we're gonna open that. Yeah, I can't curse here, but we're gonna open that item and squeeze through.
Hey,
that's
man.
what's up.
I get it, man. I like it. And like speaking of like, we all looking for something, we all craving for something. You speak of heroes in your next line.
Yeah.
Why are we looking in the mirror for a window? What's wrong with the for a hero? Why looking in the we're looking in the mirror for a hero? What's wrong with the heroes out there?
Right. So there's nothing wrong with the heroes out there.
Yeah.
But have you ever heard the saying "never meet your heroes"? Sort of.
Yes.
It's it's like when you meet your heroes, you realize they're human.
Yeah.
Right. They're human, and then it takes away the mystery of like the world and people who achieve these great things. You're like, oh, wait a minute, that person is a person like me.
Yeah.
So at this point, I'm the only one who can now take me to that position, especially if that person is in a position that you maybe want to be in.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So looking in the mirror every time that I feel like I need to see a hero is just reminding myself of like, okay, dude, there's greatness within you. You have what it takes, whatever it, just look at yourself. Start anything you want to do, start with yourself. Any change you want to see, start with yourself. You know what I mean? Just like Michael Jackson said, the man in the mirror.
The man in the mirror.
The man in the mirror. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you, man.
Yeah,
I get you. Gotta start from yourself. Sometimes you gotta look inside, and use that as fuel. Well, I'm also, I guess, also looking at your next line. I guess that's where that's all coming from. What is it? All the days I went hungry.
Yeah.
Staying in the back of my mind. Sorry, I feel like I'm not doing it justice. I feel like I'm not doing it justice, man. You give it to us and then you break it off where it breaks off.
All the days I went hungry stay in the back of my mind. I treat them like fuel, though. Yeah. So that is literal. There's no metaphor.
Come on, man. Like how do you expect us to believe that the kid who was in South Africa, the kid who was in China went hungry, man? Come on, man. That's not the stories we hear back home. We hear that the guys who go abroad have got money, man. They're doing great. Even the students out here be killing, man. Is that what the story is? Or are you telling me it's a lie, bro?
No, man. When I went abroad, it was a sacrifice, man. From my dad, my mom, you know what I mean? And even my family, everyone. It was a sacrifice, you know what I mean? It wasn't like we will,
Yeah.
yeah. So it was a sacrifice, and also just to do my part to help out my fam, I had to also make personal sacrifices, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, times would come where there was just nothing, bro. Literally nothing for days.
Yeah.
And I was in it, man. I was in it. I managed to get out of it, but then that mindset and everything I learned by being in those situations is something that I can remember so easily. I can remember my thoughts.
Yeah.
I can feel the emotions,
Yeah.
so I can go back there real easy. Like I can just go back to that place. Like, oof, I don't want to feel this again.
I get you.
So it's literally the fuel that keeps me
Keeps you going.
going. Yes,
The
sir.
thing that keeps you being your own hero.
Yeah.
I'm seeing it different though. Even though like I reviewed it before, but like hearing you talk about it, hearing you say it, it makes it more real,
Yeah. Man.
It makes everything more real. Talk about your attitude being jet black. Jet black is something that we get to hear often. I think it's something that I personally don't understand, perfectly.
Yeah.
I don't know if the next bar also continues on it or does it?
Let me see. What was the next line again?
The pull me back.
Pull me back,
Make shot.
No.
No. Okay.
No. Yeah, this is a standalone.
Okay.
My attitude is jet black. It's just a play on the previous line, because I said the days I was hungry stay in the back of my mind. I treat them like fuel.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking of jet fuel. Right?
Yeah.
So that's where my mind went. The moment I said fuel, I was like, fuel, jet. And then I was like, jet black. So that's just to say my attitude is blackity black black, blackity black black, blackity black. And I'm proud. You know what I mean?
Black blacks.
It's midnight. It's midnight when there's a lunar eclipse, fam. It's it's under the bed. You know that one?
Man, shout out to Joey. Is it Joey? Oh my God.
Yeah. No, man. Yeah. So that was just about my attitude stays black.
I like it. I like how you mentioned that your attitude stays jet black, and then you even go on to the next verse to say the pull me back. They didn't know it was a slingshot.
Yeah.
I hear what you said. Like it stands alone, but then it feels,
it connects.
Yeah.
So right, I did want to continue the line, but then when I thought about like a jet being propelled and all of that, but then I guess I got lazy when I was writing.
Yeah.
And then I changed it to a slingshot.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So I see what you're saying. Like I get what you're saying. Like sometimes you can interpret it the way you
relate to it.
Yeah, and that's perfect. That's what art is supposed to be like. Like you should be able to find your own meaning in it.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I love it. And then you go on to say on the come up, all the set traps and the setbacks
are the setups for the comebacks. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one is just my take on. Do you want to say something before I continue?
Nah. It's. I just was like powerful shit. You know?
Yeah, man. That one is just reminding myself and my people, like, sometimes there'll be people who actually set a trap for you.
Yeah.
To fail or to fall or to embarrass yourself.
Yeah.
And actually, that was the hardest thing for me to ever accept, because I never think in terms of sabotaging someone else, like literally sabotaging someone else.
Actively trying to bring them down.
So for me to accept that other humans are able to think that way and act on it towards me was like the strangest, very hard for me to accept that. I was like, what is this? This is not normal to me. It's a very foreign, alien concept. But then I had to put it in the song for myself and for my people or other people who feel like me or who have that sort of like optimistic naivety of just like thinking people don't plot crazy.
The world is all sunshine, rainbows and unicorns.
Yeah. I mean, so I had to put that in there for myself. Like, okay, the set traps.
Yeah.
I had to put the word set.
Set.
Yeah, to make it clear that I'm talking about other people.
Yeah.
Literally setting a trap for you to fail. They'll be there. If you're going up,
Yeah.
they'll be there. And the setbacks was just unavoidable natural setbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah. All these things are just setting you up for a comeback. For when you rise above it. Right? That's all that is. That's literally the steps that you learn. You learn more from your failures than from your successes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like failure, like Tom Bilyeu says, failure is the richest data source. Like you get more data from failing than you do from succeeding.
Yeah.
So when you succeed, you already know what you did.
But then when you
Right.
fail, you get to realize that not everything goes as planned, or
Right.
one way in which things cannot go right.
And you learn what not to do, and it opens you up for what to do, right?
Yeah.
That's where you get the richest info is from your failures. By the time you win, you already know what to do. You've already got the knowledge.
Yeah, been through
And
it.
that knowledge, you got it from your failures. So that was what that line was about.
Yeah. Talking about set traps, you go on to say, echoes in my mind like, black child, you're a king, it's your birthright.
Yeah.
What? You're a king,
You're a king. I had
It's
to
your
say it
birthright.
twice.
Why the emphasis on you're a king, and it's your birthright?
Yeah.
You know, I thought it is our birthright, right? Telling me
Yeah.
that we tend not to.
We don't recognize it.
How do we not recognize what is ours? So.
Man, our behavior, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're a king, fam. You're a king, right? But if you carried yourself like a king, or when you do wake up and you're feeling like, you know,
The king.
confident in your skin, and
Yeah.
you're like, I'm a king, the world is
My
the kingdom.
kingdom,
It's
yeah.
my kingdom. How do you walk? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How
that
do you
part.
talk? How do you carry yourself when you meet a person, or like when a person tries to lower your vibration and take you down into the slums, so to say?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's something I even had to say it twice, like, you're a king, you're a king. Cause, and also just a play on the word echo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's your birthright. Just a reminder to all my melanated people. Like, this
Out
is
there.
us, man. Like, we are kings and queens, and even my Caucasian friends are kings and queens. All of us are kings and queens, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We should act like it.
Treat
You know
each
what
other
I mean?
like it.
Yeah.
You know,
Hold ourselves to that standard. That's that line.
Man, I love that.
Yeah,
man.
and
I love
it
it.
goes on like, so think like one, feel like one, stay on your feet, and move like one, right?
Yeah.
It goes on to just say, all right, all of us are out here. Hey, that girl is my queen, or
Yeah.
my man is my king, and we sort of just use it loosely as a term.
Yeah.
But like, I'm just trying to emphasize, like, okay, if you're a king, think like a king. Like, okay, Zambia is my kingdom then,
Yeah.
right? Would I, just even something simple, would I throw trash on the floor
Of my kingdom.
of my kingdom?
No.
If it's my kingdom, I probably, I won't do that, right?
You want it pristine, you want it looking good,
Right,
you want it in the
you-
best
you-
shape it can be. Because
Exactly.
it's my kingdom.
It's
yeah.
my kingdom. So that was the think like one, feel like one. So that means, like, you know, your emotional control and empathy and all of that. Stay on your feet and move like one. Walk like a king, you know what I mean? With confidence. Yeah.
In this world that may try to, set traps. Man.
In this world that's setting traps, you gotta move like a king, man. You gotta move like a king.
You're in the verse with the line.
Yeah.
In the darkest times, be the sun.
Yeah.
Because you are your father's son.
Oh yeah. That was just a shout out to the old man.
Hey man. Shout out to him, man.
Yeah. Like that one, maybe that didn't really need that much
Uh-huh,
explanation. In the dark times, be the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sun brings light, right? So, the sun brings light regardless of how the sun feels that day. You know what I mean?
So you're telling me the song got feelings now? Is that what's going on?
Hey, how would we know it doesn't have? I'm just saying.
You know, while we try to decipher or think about, the sun having feelings or not, how about we go to the second verse?
Yeah.
Let's play the second verse for the more we debate this out of.
For sure.
I stay proud, cause we okay. Embrace your vision, surpass your limits. Work till every day, weekend. God's my witness. Every day became better than yesterday. When I made me today better than me yesterday, every day. Relaxed when I take my shot, I'm like Panika. Diamonds are just rocks that did well under pressure. For real, I ain't no joke. She heard me in the booth and saw me in the gym, and she in love with my body of work. So who gon' stop me now? The city's one kwacha goes to 100,000. Started a lightweight, blow to 1,000 pounds. All love when I'm around. Know this among all crowds to say the truth and say it loud.
Okay, so that was verse 2. I'm getting it right, huh?
Yeah.
So after verse 1, you got the chorus back again. Chorus.
Yeah, same.
Full chorus. Then we get into verse 2, which is what we just heard.
Yes, sir.
God damn, like it's packed with so much. Anyway, we just start from the top anyway. So I like how you started off, like embrace your vision, express your limit, work till every day, weekend.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, man.
I hear you saying it. Like,
Yeah.
when sort of at first I'm like, this is something that comes natural.
Yeah.
But like, how on earth does that come natural, man? I feel like you must have rewritten that thing like a couple of times, man. Tell me you rewrote it.
Actually, nah, that part was a bit easy because it's just the beginning of the verse, and I'm just reminding myself and my people, like, embrace your vision, surpass your limits, and work until every day is like the weekend. Yeah. So actually, there's a line that I had to remove from that part because the verse became too long by a sentence, and I was really touched because the line I removed was dope.
Okay,
it
so
was like
from the top, if you can at least. Let's feel it.
It was just like embrace your vision, master P it, surpass your limit. So Master P is just a reference to Master P, who's an artist from America. I don't know if you know Lil Romeo from back in the day, or like Romeo Miller.
Nah.
But anyway, there's this guy called Master P, very wealthy entrepreneur. Like, he's an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Back in the day, he was like the wealthiest rapper because he was so thorough with his other businesses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And his record label was called No Limit.
Okay.
Right. So that I had to remove that part to make this little section fit in the slot that I wanted it to fit in on the beat.
Yeah.
And I had to remove the Master P.
Yeah.
Which was a really nice metaphor, but I had to let it go for the sake of the song. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
I still think about it often.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Every time I'm listening to the song, I'm like, damn, I had to let go of a whole. Yeah.
God damn it, man. God damn it.
No, but this in general on this part, I was just saying, like, just embrace your vision and push yourself outside your comfort zone and work until any day of the week can be like a weekend for you.
I love that. That. Because then you've been going to go like, God's my witness. Yeah. Every day became better than yesterday.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. God's my witness. Every day became better than yesterday. But not just off the fly.
Yes, because of all the work that you put in every day.
Yeah.
Everything that goes into it, pushing through adversity, pushing through it all. And I guess as an artist of color, I'm guessing you do face a bunch of boundaries, a bunch of, limitations. What gets you pushing though? What keeps you motivated? As an art, I know you said cut of the artist, cut of the Kata is the same person, but I guess when you're in your artist mode, yes, I'm bringing it back. Yeah. When you're in artist mode,
okay,
and you get all these challenges, everything that just, makes you feel like, why am I doing this? How do you, Well, what gives you drive to push
So
on?
here's the weird thing with my music. I've never felt like stopping before.
Yeah.
I've never felt like giving up before, and I don't think I ever will. Like I'll
Yeah.
never stop. Like, because that's the thing. Especially now that I've got so many areas of my life that are like outlets.
Yeah.
And music is just something I literally just do for my emotional well-being and
Yeah.
for fun. Like I've got so many songs, man, and they're just there. Like they're just there, and I just use them for self-reflection, and they're there. I can start putting them out if I want, or I can
We
not.
waiting.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I feel like for this song, I really felt like other people who feel this way
Yeah.
need to know that we out here and we good, we're okay. And that goes back to, I don't know if I said it on the last time we spoke. The reason I make music is to make sure the other people that feel the way I'm feeling
Yeah.
know that they're not alone, right?
Gives us
So-
space to connect.
Yeah, and so just so that they know, like, that emotion that they'll hear in the song
Yeah.
and they relate to, it just lets them know, like, oh shit, another human is feeling like
this
that.
way, yeah.
And if the song has whatever plays, 100 plays, that means the 100 other people are
Vibe,
feeling like that.
feel it, yeah.
So that means that person is not alone. So that's my whole thing with the music. So even when I decide to put something out, it has to hit that criteria. Like, this emotion I wrote on this song, I want the people who are feeling like this to know, hey, we out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're feeling it, we're
But then
vibing it.
a larger majority of my songs
Yeah.
are just like, this one is for me.
Yeah.
I need to reflect on this song and learn from it and whatever. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll start putting it out more often. But I've never felt like a challenge, like, oh, music is so hard, let me stop. I've never felt that like my whole life. I hear other artists go through it, and man, it must be hard, but it'll never be me.
I love that. I love that honesty, man. I love the. Oh God.
Oh.
I'm trying to jump. I'm trying to. I'm trying to just make a natural segue to like the next item, but I'm like. I'm trying to carry it properly, but anyway.
Yeah. No, actually, the next line connects with the previous one. I was still playing on the everyday day concept. So every day became better than yesterday.
Yeah.
But not off the fly. It only became better than yesterday when I made me today better than me yesterday. And I did that every day. So when I went to this mindset of just being a learner and every day trying to learn and improve and be better every day,
Yeah.
that's the only way my present day became better, right?
Yeah.
And then this, continued. Of course, it's not all sunshine and roses and rainbows,
Yeah.
right? But at the very least, I can say my mindset is improving every day.
Yeah.
And my environment around me is also gradually improving every day. But it requires small incremental steps every day.
Yeah. To be a better
Right.
version of yourself than yesterday.
Yeah, just keep going like that and just trust the process,
Trust in the process. I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're gonna trust the process.
Yeah.
You're going to say, relax when I take my shot like Penka.
Peneka.
Peneka.
Ati enshi peneka.
Efinshi. Ati Peneka.
Peneka. Okay, so yeah, relax when I take my shot. I'm like a peneka. Peneka ni penalty. Remember, there's that penalty in football where like it's Zidane who did it in the World Cup, and it's been done by other players.
Yeah.
Where, like you run up, like you're going to smack the ball.
Yeah.
And then you just hit it very
Very
lightly,
lightly.
like a chip. And it just goes right in the middle, and the keeper's already dived. So you have to be very relaxed and very calm and very confident in that situation for you to do a peneka. Because if it goes wrong, you look like an idiot, man. Right.
Yeah.
So it requires like a very relaxed, focused mind. So that was just a simile I'm just saying relax when I take my shot. Like when I do something, I just relax. You know, I
gotta
go
make
to
sure
a
you
calm
do it
place
right,
in my mind, and then just do it. Yeah, man.
I get that.
You gotta reduce the problem, like reduce it to a small thing that is manageable, and then just starts taking it down bit by bit,
Executing it just like that.
Yeah.
I like how you start off with that, and then you go to the next line that goes like, diamonds are just rocks that did under pressure. You know, I'm looking at it from like, you know, being relaxed, taking your shot, and then you got diamonds now. You know, just.
Yeah, so that's they are connected. This line, I'm sure you've seen it on a meme or whatever. Like it's a very
Pressure makes diamonds.
Right. It's been out there. And actually I had thought of this line a long time ago in a different form. And then I just decided to use it now because like now it's a very common thing. But yeah, it's just all about like being able to handle pressure and understanding like sometimes the pressure is there for a reason. Like the pressure is good because if there's no pressure, then you probably are not doing anything. Chances are you're not doing anything if you feel no pressure. So if you're doing something worth doing, then definitely you feel pressure. There's some kind of a risk or whatever. And if you handle that pressure well, you become a diamond then, right? Yeah.
I get it. And you go like, for real, I ain't no joke. She heard me in the booth and saw me in the gym and shit. Man, you do it. I feel like I'm sabotaging your item, man. I'm sabotaging your work. You know.
She heard me in the booth and saw me in the gym, and she in love with my body of work. So yeah, that one was just tooting my own horn. Clearly, I'm just saying I'm really dope at rapping, and I'm very fit. So it's just saying like, yeah, in the booth, I'm one of the best, and when it comes to my literal physical conditioning, I'm there as well. I'm in it. And then it's just a play on words of saying body of work, referring to the music and the literal body. Yeah.
I wish you had time. We could have gone deeper into this. Well, because like I know how much effort you take into your physical appearance and into like how much you.
Well, physical wellness.
Yes. I caught myself. That's why I stopped for a second. I'm like, that's not what I'm trying to say. But yes, your physical wellness.
Yeah.
And how much you take into your craft.
Junkie.
Yes.
Yeah.
But God damn it, we will save that for a different episode.
All right. That's all good.
And then you go on to say, so who go stop me now? The CD's one kwacha. God damn it. Okay, let me try to get it back again.
You got it.
So who go stop me now? The CD's one kwacha.
One more time. I think you get it.
All right. I think I'm panicking
now.
I'm panicking. All right. So who go stop me now? The CD's one kwacha. Grows to 100,000.
Yeah.
Start at the lightweight. Low to 1,000 pounds.
Yeah.
All right. Or should I go on? Or?
If you want.
All right.
All is well.
All right. Oh love when I'm around. Notice the mango crowds to say
the truth and say it loud.
There we go.
You almost had it. You just keep pausing, but if you just keep going with it, you would have it. You'd nail it.
It's funny how for a podcast I find it hard to talk sometimes. But anyway. Who go stop me now?
Yeah.
See this one kwacha, it grows to 1,000.
Yeah. That one is just accepting, everything that I've been saying in the song. Like, I'm a king, I've got fuel, I'm driven, you know what I mean? I've embraced my vision, I'm pushing myself beyond my limits, I'm trying to be better every day. I'm accepting the pressure as something, that can be good. I'm working on my craft in music, and from the other lines you can clearly see I'm working on my mental state, and I also say I'm working on my physical state as well. So that means like all the components that I think are vital for like living a good life, I have them. So really there should be nothing outside of myself that can stop me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, who's gonna stop me now? And the answer is no one. That's the truth. That was a rhetorical question. You knew the answer. Nobody.
Nobody can stop what's coming.
Yeah. So, and then here I just go on to talk about some material wealth. We all know money gives options.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was just talking about like how I can take my little 1 kwacha and plant that seed, let it grow into 100,000. Yeah, so that's 100,000, and then started at lightweight, blow to 1,000 pounds is just about expanding.
Just general expansion.
Just general self-expansion, and also just to play on myself. I'm a skinny boy, you know what I mean? So I always make fun of myself, and so yeah, I put the lightweight line there. I don't think I'll ever be 1,000 pounds.
Well, physically,
literally, I doubt it. But yeah, I thought that was a nice line. Plus 1,000 pounds just rhymed, so
why not?
Artistic license. I use my license. All love when I'm around just means positive vibes, sharing the positive vibes with the people, joking around, laughing. Notice the mango crowds is just tooting my own horn, just in terms of just saying I'm unique, I'm different, I'm weird as fool. Sorry, excuse my French. I'm weird and it's a good thing. And so you can see me from a distance like, that guy looks different. He's dressed like everyone else, but I don't know, man.
I don't know. He's just not feeling like the usual, not feeling like the standard.
Yeah. Which everyone is unique,
in their own way.
Right.
As I see you now, you got the checkered socks. So one of them is white and green and white and black. Man, socks game is on point.
Hey man, I'm serious about these socks. This Dolby inspired socks, man. Too much Harry Potter.
Dolby inspired socks. I clocked in late.
Oh no, Mr. Potter, they sold you the same one. They sold you the same one, man. How you have the same sock on both feet?
Oh man.
No man. Yeah. But then the full line is, notice the mango crowds to say the truth and say it loud.
Yeah.
So that's just something I try to. That's probably the reason why my circle of friends is very small, but it's a very tight circle of friends.
Yeah.
It's because I try to just be as honest as I can when I talk to people.
Yeah.
Especially if they ask me what I really truly think.
Yeah.
Which is not to knock other people who try to just say the thing they think the other person wants to hear.
Okay.
Because sometimes, but if I come to you for advice and then you tell me follow your heart, I'm never coming to you for advice ever again.
Hey man,
don't hit me with that generic note advice.
Okay.
My heart brought me to ask you for advice. Nigga, what you doing? Like, don't be afraid. I think, do you ever, sorry for, let me not derail the conversation.
Let's go,
But let me ask you this. Do you ever feel like the reason people don't give you like the real actual advice is that they're scared that if you do what they said you should do and it doesn't work, you blame them and then hate them?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, I ain't afraid of that. I would tell you, like, fam, I'm gonna tell you the truth, and if you do it and it doesn't work, I'm sorry, but make peace with it now before you do. But I'm just gonna tell you the honest truth of what I would do if I was you.
How I see it
from my life experience, which isn't to say what I'm saying is like
the truth,
facts.
the right way, or the only way, but it's a way that
I would respond in that situation. That's pretty much it. And to be honest, that's the reason why I would go to someone to ask their advice.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what would Walu do in this situation? So when I come to you to ask for advice, I want you to tell me the truth, not to say the safest thing to make sure our friendship stays. Like, nigga, I'm your friend already. Like, we passed that negotiation phase. We in the My bullshit is
It's
your bullshit. We're in
and
it
your
now.
bullshit is my bullshit.
We're in it now. So it's like, yeah, let's just tell each other the truth. So I'd rather be told the truth than anything. And that's also because I'd rather be told the truth, I try to offer that same courtesy and respect to the people I communicate with. And people know when they talk to me, they're just going to get the truth.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's why I put that, to say the truth and say it loud. Like, I don't think I'm gonna change and be like, oh no, let me now stop saying the truth. I'm just gonna continue saying the truth as I see it. So yeah, that line.
I love it, man. I love how it comes together, and it's unfortunate that we're getting closer to the end.
Yeah.
There's the last bit that I sort of sectioned off. I cut off.
Yeah.
Let's listen to it, and then we can talk about it. Sure.
Cause we okay. Had to risk my freedom just to pay the price for freedom. I had to go to hell just to go and fight my demons. I had to die on that cross to resurrect my kingdom. So I ain't worried about none, man. You best believe that.
Yeah, so that's it.
Yeah,
That's it. This part actually messed with me a little bit.
Yeah.
Because when I got the song from you, I said, I got the song, I got the lyrics, said, cutting it out, trying to, split it into parts and everything. And this bit sort of like, played twice,
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know, it just like messed me up a little bit.
Yeah.
And because of the way that it comes out, the way that it's said, and the way that you put it, I didn't want to like mix it up with the second verse. I thought it best, we talk about it, just a little bit, just to like wind things down, bring things down, because I feel like in its own way it does that. It sort of like grounds things to reality.
Yeah.
And all right, let me see if I can get this one right. Let me see if I can get this right.
Sure.
So you go like, I had to risk my freedom just to pay the price for freedom.
Yeah.
I had to go to hell just to go and fight my demons.
Yeah.
I had to die on the cross just to resurrect my kingdom.
Yeah.
So I ain't worried about none. Man, you best believe that.
Yeah.
That's I don't even know how to say it. There's a lot in there,
Heavy, right?
It's, I feel like there's heavy. Then there's like that, in case you're wondering, like my hands are going up, they've gone upward. Because like I feel like it's one of those things that just like leaves you to think, leaves you to like, reflect on. Why on earth would you choose that as the ending for the song?
Right. So this bit, I was actually thinking, should I not talk about it and just leave people to think, because of the area I went to get my message across is like going to hell, fighting demons, dying on the cross. So it gets a little bit, it talks about sacrifice.
Yeah.
As the main concept, like, oh yeah. But then it talks about sacrifice in order to gain this liberation,
Yeah.
Yeah, to gain a sense of freedom, and to also realizing like sometimes, and not just me, a lot of people risk their freedom for freedom, right? Let's just say, for example, you're trying to be financially free and then you do something illegal.
Yeah.
You're literally risking freedom to gain freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was the first line. I had to risk my freedom just to pay the price for freedom.
Is this in reference to anything? Is there something? Or is it something that we can't talk about here?
We're gonna. Yeah, man, the line is self-explanatory.
Okay.
Nothing too crazy.
Nothing too crazy. Just one of those things that
Just
happened.
one of those things that had to be done, and then it got done. But it's like, wow, man, I can't believe I did that shit. Yeah, but yeah.
And then when we talk about demons, was there any particular demon that you were fighting with at the time, or anything that comes to mind?
So this is more like it's not spiritual. If anyone thinks it is, it's nothing like that. It's not literal demons like that. This line is more realizing that Actually, I'm gonna use a story that I heard recently to make my point.
Okay.
So this guy was talking about how he went to university, right?
Yeah.
And he was with this guy who they were all learning how to be plumbers.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a minute, how are you learning to be a plumber? And when your family owns the biggest, like they're very wealthy, multimillionaire family.
Yeah.
They own the biggest like firm of like plumbing. They make pipes, and they've gone beyond. You know,
Yeah.
they're high tech home whatever design for plumbing systems. What are you doing here learning the basics?
Yeah.
And won't your dad just give this thing to you?
Yeah.
And then he went on to explain to him that in order for me to inherit this thing from my dad, I have to first know the plumbing.
Yeah.
The literal plumbing where my dad started from.
Yeah.
So I have to go and know
The
the screw.
nitty-gritty,
Like the screw that is needed for this pipe is called the number 13, and it costs this much. So that when I'm the CEO and an accounting sheet comes in front of me and I see like we bought 7 pipes, I know that we need a size 13 screw.
Yeah.
I know how much it costs. So when I see the numbers there, I'll be able to know what's going on.
Yeah.
Right? So I had to first go down to the bottom.
Yeah.
Get my hands dirty. Literally get my hands dirty and connect plumbing and learn, go in the sewer and connect pipes, and then go all the way up. So that's what that line was sort of trying to capture, like, okay, from my position where my dad and my mom set us, and what the foundation they laid for us, like, all right, but then to take that to the next level, I had to first get my feet back down on the ground, see what's going on, learn everything down there, and then start building upwards again. So it was like I had to go back. So I took myself in a hard position just to go and fight and see if I can lift myself up from there, which I did. So
like
that's what that line, like I had to go to hell just to go and fight my demons. It's like, oh man, I was on earth, and now I'm like, oh snap, I gotta go to hell just to go fight those ones there and come back to earth so that I can go
further.
Go
further than where I'm at right now.
Exactly.
In order to understand everything better, to like have a proper perspective, understanding of of the thing. I get that. I like the vibe, and I vibe with it. You know, I don't want to go too deep. Otherwise, we're gonna like digress and get into something else.
Sure.
And I'm guessing the next line also isn't spiritual as well. When you talk about dying, resurrection, and the kingdom.
Yeah. So this is just a play on, what I mean, on the story of dying on the cross to resurrect the kingdom. I grew up in a Christian family, so some of this stuff seeps into my lyrics. Like I can't just forget all the things I grew up on. So, but I just use it to get the same point across. It's more or less the same line as the previous one. Just different context, because I was really trying to emphasize the same point. Like it's literally the same point. I risked my freedom just to pay the price for freedom. I literally went to hell just to go and fight my demons. This is the same previous line, and so is the third one. Like I literally had to die for my kingdom to rise.
So you're like, guys, do you hear this? Are you sure you heard? Are you really sure you heard me?
Exactly. And after seriously emphasizing this one point, it's all to say, this is why I'm not worried about anything, because we're okay. You know what I mean? Like all this stuff that I had to do, and all this stuff that I got through, which in this song, the final thing I said was, I literally got through death, which is not literally what happened, but like for the artistic license of the song, the person died and resurrected the kingdom. That's like, what's worse than just death? It's like it's over, but this person overcame something as big as that. that's why they're not worried about anything, right? So of course using artistic license.
we gotta give big thanks for the artistic license, man, because it does allow you to express a lot.
Right.
In how many bars is this? I don't even know how many bars this is.
the last one?
The whole song. Anyway, the
whole song.
Look, maybe 30.
Must be like a 32, and then we can add these as well. Maybe. Yeah.
So like 36.
36.
So you get to express so much in like 36 bars.
Yeah.
And I don't know. How do you feel? Okay, no, we're like running low on time.
No,
I don't know.
You can ask your question and then feel free.
When you look back at the song, when you look back at it, anything you'd want to change? Anything you want to do different? Or has it ever been like, oh my God, I wish I said that. Oh my God, I wish I did it this way.
No. Apart from the Master P line, I would have loved if it was in there, but then I couldn't take out any of the other words. They had more of a purpose. But apart from that, no. The only thing I wish is we could have taken the quality higher.
Yeah.
Of course, this is just me with my recording equipment and
personal recording equipment.
Yeah, Stoney with his beats. He just sent it through the way it was. And then, so I tried to work with the Zambian producer. I sent it to him, and I sent him the beat stems as well as my vocals, everything recorded. And but he was going through some personal stuff at the time, so he couldn't stick to he wasn't able to stick to the timeline.
Yeah.
So it didn't work. So then I sent it to a Chinese producer, and he was real quick, man. He was real quick. It was so fast, man. So, but this is as far as he could take it.
Yeah.
Given the vocals I had given him
and everything.
But I feel like if I could have done it in a studio or just took more time on it to take the quality, just the recording quality and the production quality higher,
step higher.
That would have been dope. But then again, I was proud of it, and I felt like the message it had was worth putting out at the time.
Yeah.
Let's just get it out there and let it do its thing.
Yeah, I hear you.
Pretty dope. It paid for itself. Yeah, it got a couple of plays, and they paid for it. They covered the costs that I spent to make it. I was like, oh, okay. This is cool. That's what's up.
Honestly speaking, it's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a song personally I have enjoyed. I think it's clear. Well, given that you know me. This is not me just, spitting on the mic and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's a song that I've enjoyed, and I guess I'm kind of ashamed to say that I've enjoyed it because of the vibe that it gives. Just the way that it's just got a way of I don't know. I was looking at it on surface level, just a whole, we're okay,
vibing.
like just the vibing, just the chilling, the beat, exactly.
I hear you.
But then now when I think now for us to listen to it again, it would have a more deeper meaning, a more deeper connection.
Right.
I would to really understand everything it was trying to say. And I guess as a listener, I'd like to thank you for that, man. Hey, man, thank you for sharing your art with us. We know how hard it is, man, for you to be vulnerable. I know how it is to be vulnerable, man.
Sure.
And I'm just vulnerable with a few people, but then you're putting this out into the open for everybody. Here, this is kinda get it, man. So thank you for that, fam. We really appreciate it, man.
No, thank you, man. Thank you for providing your platform for us to talk about this. And like you said, it does give the opportunity for maybe people to really understand what the artists are doing, because you listen to a song and of course it invokes an emotion just from the beat. So you can be listening to something upbeat and you're like, oh, this sounds nice, but the person is actually trying to convey a deeper meaning, right? Which is actually fine, and I feel like your platform will give more context for people to draw from.
Yeah.
Right. So you can still vibe to We Okay as just like, you know,
We Okay
thing. We're just vibing. When you're having a different kind of day, if you're just relaxing and chilling, and then you're in a solemn mood and you listen to it, you can still capture that side of it as well. So yeah, it's something I try to like put in the song to try and make it timeless.
Yeah.
Where like I don't say anything that is too stuck in one era.
Yeah.
Make it timeless.
Something that you could always listen to, something that you can always relate to, something that always catches you certain way.
Yeah.
And honestly, would like to thank you for it, man. Honestly, it's been an amazing conversation. I have had so much fun. I'm not afraid and, you know, put it out there that I didn't think it would go this long.
Yeah.
But I'm glad it did. I'm glad that, you know, we're able to get it out, and I'm glad that we're able to vibe and just, you know, get to interact and talk more about the music.
Sure.
And I've said thank you already, but thank you, bro. Not just for the music, man, but thank you for being here, man. It's always super amazing, you know, just to get to know more, to get the words are just like leaving me, but
no, man. I appreciate you. You know, like I said, we'll find the side on the tombstone, just engrave the first on the podcast. You tell me what the name is, then we'll know what the name of this podcast will be. But like, I did it first, man.
Yeah,
I did it first, and yeah, it's an honor in its own right to be the first one to do this kind of thing. I think it would be really impactful for a lot of artists who really have got, because you know, art can be abstract. So it would be nice for the artists to also say what they want their song to convey. If they can speak about it, that's even perfect.
Thank you for that, and thank you so much to our listener for, you know, listening and going this far. Honestly, we have gone further than I expected us to go. And honestly speaking, it's been amazing. It's been a very good journey, and I have had so much fun. And clearly, even though I failed to rap, I've really enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed getting into it, and I hope that you too have enjoyed listening to it. If you have, please feel free to, you know, like it. Feel free to, you know, subscribe. Feel free to share the content. Feel free to let more people know who Kata is. Actually, you know what? Shameless plug, man. Shameless plug, man.
Oh, snap. Yeah. I'm not super active on social media, but just search Catalyst, CATALLYST. That's pretty much it. I'm a little bit active on Instagram, Facebook. Have a Twitter, I think. Yeah, but mostly Instagram.
You have a Twitter.
I'm pretty sure I have a Twitter. I think it might not be Catalyst. I'm not sure, but just Instagram. Yeah, that's enough for me when it comes to like social media. CATALLYST.
Hey man, if you didn't get it, don't worry. I'm gonna put it in the description below so you can find it, you can follow it. You can follow Kata, and also remember to follow us at the Village ZM too. We always try. Thank you, fam. Always trying to give you content that is amazing, beautiful, focuses on Zambia, and you know, just highlight the best parts. And the worst parts of our country. You know, showcase it all. We gotta own it. You know. We kings, so birthright, gotta own it.
Yeah.
All right. So from me, WaLusungu and Kata, thank you so much for listening. We hope to catch you in the next time.
Peace.
The peace again.